We come off a day off, again, going back and looking at the scrimmage, the big thing was penalties, procedure penalties, things like that that are common, that are not going to be common with us. But thought we had a lot of good work. We planned it exactly. Ran 87 plays with the ones. It's kind of like you don't want to go into the season. First time you ever play 87 snaps is that game. You know what I'm saying? So and also because we're repping three guys. There's only so many reps to get. So it was a really great evaluation. I was very, very pleased. Probably the best, first scrimmage defensively that I've been around. I mean, from where these guys were, which I would tell you we had a lot of work to do coming out of the spring, to where we are now. We've made great improvement. We still got a lot to do to get better fundamentally and things like that. But guys that really stood out to me that I was surprised was like McDonald at defensive end, who is a guy that I have not mentioned since I've been here. Granville Taylor is a guy that, I watch him play base, and then all of a sudden he's blitzing, and I'm going like, wow, who's that guy? A guy that the scheme kind of helps a little bit. Brandon Johnson, another walk-on. Those two guys are in danger of earning them a scholarship. You're really doing a great job. McCullen at safety, Bishop at safety, all had great scrimmages. Junior had a great scrimmage. Thought our defense, I thought Mike Pinnell, he's learning, and he got better every single snap throughout the scrimmage. And obviously Keelan had a really good scrimmage. I thought, and we have a lot of things we've got to correct and we got to get better at, but there were a lot of things like guys down in the depth that really surprised me. Bradshaw, the kid that stuck out to me as a guy that maybe could help us on special teams and stuff like that. That I seen just by watching the tape and looking at it. Feel good about I think we're going to continue to get better developing up front. Obviously, I think we got to be what we're doing is tough, and obviously the defense won the scrimmage. It was no doubt about that, but. Penalties and negative plays is what hurt us. That's some communication errors, and today we spent more time, changing how we rep and stuff like that, so it was better today. Questions?
You wanted to?
I should say things about the offense. There's a lot of guys on offense too that did a lot of positive things in the scrimmage. I think probably the area on offense we have to see the most improvement in is wide receiver. And that's in the blocking. Way too many penalties. Rick Smith, I thought, was the star of the scrimmage. He really, he's trying to figure. He's still carrying the ball almost with one hand, and we're trying to get some of that out of him. But he was really good. I thought Cam was solid. You can tell that he's a veteran. You got a lot to learn with the other guys, as far especially protections and things like that. But again, DJ Foster's a stud. Those guys are all look good. At quarterback, I think Taylor right now ran with the ones today, and Eubanks got the second, and then Berkovici got the other reps. So that's kind of how we were rotating today.
Coach, you guys are heading back to camp tomorrow to Payson, or return Sunday to Payson. How do you feel about that? Is it symbolic of anything? What does it mean for your team?
Yeah, well, it's the tradition when it comes to ASU football. And I've had some time to research and study the tradition. I think it's very important that I know that our players know whom they represent, and there's a rich tradition of going to Camp Tonazone and a rich record of winning and being successful in going there. And so I'm looking forward to the grind. I'm looking forward to it being something that really strains and trains our team and develops a closeness that carries us throughout the season.
So moving forward, Todd, will you get more reps, the most reps to Taylor and Eubank?
Yeah, I think that and by no means do we think that anybody's out of the competition. I think we've got this week, and the next Saturday scrimmage is going to be big there. But right now, throughout the camp, I would Taylor's the guy that has managed the ball the best. And I'll be real honest with you, coming in he wasn't. So right now, I think that and Michael Eubank provides he's got some things that he provides from a skill set that is unique that we'll use no matter what. And so I do think that they're all three still competing, but right now I think Taylor went with the ones, and Eubank and Berkovici got the reps with the twos. But today Berkovici had a great day. So we'll just have to see how it goes. The big thing is, I think it hurts us. We got to, 17 days from now, we're not going to worry about how many reps the number 3 guy got. I don't think that this is something, but I do think all 3 of those guys are still viable, and we'll also know more once the season starts too as well. But right now, that's kind of where we've got, just being honest with you, is that if we played today, Taylor would be the guy. I'm not naming a starting quarterback, so don't say that. But right now, he's the guy that we put in there, and let's see how this week goes. And I think he's definitely got two guys nipping at his heels, Eubank and Burke.
And it sounds like that no matter who gets that starting job, that from what you're saying, Eubank's going to be used in some form.
Yeah, I think Mike, obviously we think his size and his ability as a runner, but I'm telling you, he's a great pass. He's probably got the strongest deep ball of anybody out here. And so we do think that he has, I can't see a scenario where we wouldn't use him.
Coach, we talked last week about Cam Marshall and what he's done stepping up, but how do you think he is a guy in terms of handling expectations and what all the production is expected of him this year? Does he embrace that or just kind of block it out?
I don't know. I don't know how much a guy even thinks of that stuff. He just comes out every day, do his job, and work his butt off and get better every single day. And, to me, that's what being a leader is. He never says a word to me. He never. We talk, when we're off the field and stuff like that, and he's just a consummate class guy. I don't think he's thinking one bit about Cam Marshall or any of the expectations on him. He's thinking about one thing, and that's Sun Devils winning. That's all he's thinking about.
Todd, how was the tempo Saturday? Are you pleased with the tempo?
Yeah, they had us on our heels. I mean, it was really tough, and I always, I'm over there trying to help with the defense right now, but the tempo was good. We just hurried up and had a procedure penalty, and we didn't do that in the spring, so we had some of that there. That and then there's it's been a lot more fun. We have improved our personnel greatly on defense. It's been probably 70% of the deal, and then schematically we're actually doing what we're going to do, with the attack stuff.
You seem to be getting Alonzo Aguino involved a lot.
I think Alonzo's going to be a great player. He's just got to transition to mature to the work ethic and the pace that we want him to do here. He is definitely going to be. He's got to be a guy that steps up for us and becomes a great receiver for us. He has the capability of doing that.
Thanks,
One
Todd.
last question.